Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope all of you are doing pretty good. So today we're going to discuss about journal preparation phase, that is GPP phase. This phase is done when an athlete is coming out of break in his off season, or if an athlete is coming out of injury and coming back to the training. So the whole idea of this phase is to create that work capacity, to build that work capacity, that aerobic capacity, so that for the later of the pre-season or in-season, where they need to do more intense work, they're ready to do that intense work, they're ready to do that intense work, and they are ready to recover and do again and again and again. So this phase is done for to build the work capacity. So I'm gonna run you through this session which I did. So this is the session which I would plan for an athlete for that GPP phase, for the first day when he comes, and first week of the training for the GPP phase. This is the kind of training I would do for an athlete, and this GPP phase can be run through 1 week for as long as 4 to 5 weeks, depending on the training age, depending on where the athlete stands after his break. So yes, I'm gonna run you through the session. So let's go. So we'll start the session with some hops, very low extensive plyometrics, that is to prepare our body, to get our body, to tell our body that we are starting to train again. So you better start engaging those muscles. So there is very extensive low on CNS fatiguing and very less CNS fatiguing plyometrics, and then we'll move to total body, full body work, that is our inchworm walk or bear crawls, lateral bear crawls. So the idea behind this is to get your core engaged, your shoulder strength, your shoulder mobility, stability, and to get that full body involvement in one movement. So we will do that kind of stuff for around this whole thing will last for around 15 to 20 minutes on the start of the session, and then we'll also train our shoulder strength, shoulder mobility drill, because after in season, when they're coming before the break in season, athletes work lots and lots of their shoulders and their hips. If you're a fast bowler in cricket, you're working lots and lots of your shoulder. So it's very good idea to for an athlete to work on their shoulder when they're coming back from the break, to make sure that their shoulders are healthy, and to make sure that when the load is put on the shoulder in the later part of the training in the pre-season, their shoulders are ready and they don't develop any injury when they are training with high intensity. So make sure to do some mobility of shoulder and also hip mobility and ankle mobility. So starting the main session, how I like to program this is that I like to have the exercise in blocks. So I have different blocks: block 1, block 2, block 3, and block 4. Each block has 3 to 4 exercises, and each block is done in circuit fashion. So exercise back to back, 3 exercises back to back. Now the weights we take is around 50 to 55% of our 1 RM. So the idea here is to not fatigue our central nervous system. The idea here is to build that work capacity, to get the lungs firing and get that oxygen into the muscle, into the lungs, so that when we train more intensely throughout our pre-season and in-season, our body is ready to recover and put in the more work which is needed in our pre-season and in our specific phase. So yes, this is the block I do 3 exercises, and the exercises I select, the exercise selection is in such fashion that in first 2 blocks I try to include more multi-joint exercises, whether it's body weight or with weights. Multi-joint exercises is my priority. For example, your bench press, your squats, your single leg squats, your hip thrusters, your kettlebell swings. So all that, your pull-ups, your chin-ups, your push-ups. So all that kind of multi-joint exercises I like to put in the block for first 2 blocks. Then I'll probably add in last 3 blocks. I'll add an isolation exercise for like lateral raises, or for example your bicep curl or your tricep exercises. So The idea here is to keep those multi-joint exercises, to work all those major muscle groups which will be needed for us to develop in later phase, for in pre-season when we put more load onto our body for deadlifts or a bench press or a squat, when we need more force production, those muscles are ready to take up that load. So in this phase we also try to build little bit of hypertrophy. If an athlete is needed to put on more muscle, this phase is the phase where you can focus on that, because in this phase the volume is much more higher. So this is how we put put the exercise in the blocks, different kind of blocks, and then I try to transition this kind of training, more volume training, into more strength training. So this GPP will be done, this kind of training, work capacity buildup will be done for 1, 2 or 3 weeks depending on the athlete's need, and then we'll slowly transition that work capacity work into more strength work, less volume, more strength work, adding more weight to the exercises, and our exercises will be focused on more multi-joint and compound exercises, eliminating those isolation, less, not eliminating is wrong word, less isolation exercises and more major muscle group exercises. So yes, this is how I perform, how I like to program the general preparation phase for building work capacity, and then after this phase I'll try to transition with strength training, and then more power production, more speed work, and this is how I like to take the program for every team sport athlete, because track and field athletes might need different kind of training program, because that sport doesn't involve a lot of change of direction, so it is much linear and more force production based sport. But in team sport, this is the basic idea of GPP, general preparation phase. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep on bringing this type of video to you. So thank you guys for watching. See you till next time. Goodbye.